Hello everybody! 皆さんこんにちは。みっちーです。今日はね、Steam で Before Your Eyes というゲームをやっていきます。これは結構ユニークで、カメラを使って瞬きを使って、ゲームを進めていく内容です。ちょっとストーリー系のゲームで瞬きでゲームが進むっていうとちょっとねいろいろと予想はしちゃなんだろう予想はしちゃうんだけどね、どういう感じのゲームか。いや多分ね泣かせに来る系のゲームだと思うんだけどね、やってみたいと思います。ちょっとだけね初めの方試しにやってみたので、もうほんと5分ぐらいだけどちょっとそこはやったんですけど、それ以外は初見です。あまりゲームの内容も調べていないので一緒にやっていきましょう。スタートゲーム。This is a game about blinking. See, every time you blink, the game will notice. See how this works? これ瞬きしたときに一行進んだ。Try blinking on the white symbol. ちょっと音でかいな。ここね。あれ今瞬きしてなかったけど OK。When you see a metronome and blink, you'll jump forward. Keep blinking. Keep blinking. 間違えて瞬きしちゃうとなんか近づいてる。あ、海の中だ。あっち行け、俺のだって。
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I ask you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or
Who are you?
hands to shake with, or nose to look down with.
体がないのか。
So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here.
体がないけど
You remember blinking, don't you?
まだ存在してる。
That
ここで
thing you did.
はい。
Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius.
I'm a fucking genius.
I knew you were special. See all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves?
これ魂なんだね。さっきも自分も浮かんでたんだよね。
Chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? A better word than that.
Premonition.
A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up.
なんで魂を引き上げてんの
Now, you see that tower out there? The big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life from proud to stir. Now, if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city.
天国へ行けるかどうかみたいな。
Well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me.
なんか騒ぎ出した。
Shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good.
ちょっと怪しいよ。怪しいよ。怪しいよ。
Unsatisfactory clock watchers. I got some words for you.
多分この人たちも魂で同じことして失敗して、これかも死後にされてたのかな。で死後食べてんだよねこの人。大丈夫か？
So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn
釣り竿だ。
if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great.
人生をもう一度
Just think back.
振り返りましょうって感じだ。
The first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, alright? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this.
Nope.
Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back.
あ、ここだ。
Don't be afraid.
瞬きするな。
Don't try to fight.
瞬きするな。Don't try to fight it.
The
だって。
thing to remember about blinking is
あ、瞬きし
just try to enjoy it this time.
た。This time だよね。やっぱもう死んでるんだよね。これ VR でやってみたいね。でも、
Look at that sun.
Look at that sun. VR で多分
We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us.
アイトラッキングできないよね。
Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh?
夕方だ。母ちゃんだよね。なんか飛んでった。歌ってる。ちょっとメトロノームが出る前に瞬きしよう。
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
これ楽譜だよね。
You see that big spiky plant over there?
Big spiky plant? これ
That's called an agave.
アガーベ。これで
11 years from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to this tall, amazing tree.
あ
Day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
もう夜か。このアガーベテキーラ作るんだよね。これで。あ、
Okay. Go ahead, kid. Look at that.
お、
There's your little hand.
手形 1 year old 1歳の
We have
誕
to
生
make him
日。
do this every birthday.
パパ。
That's a great idea. That will really be something.
いや、瞬きしたくないね、これ。やばい、やばい、やばい、やばい。
The zoom on this thing is fantastic.
カメラ感心してる。
What was that beep?
あれ、今のは強制的？お、トイピアノ。
Oh, you want to play along with mommy, don't you? Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough.
どうやって目ずっと開けれるんだ？そういう人いるよね。いや、結構
Sounds good, honey.
意識すると瞬きしちゃうね。
Next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
これ見てるとこにボートが行く。
I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah, I worry that might help a little.
あ、でも一応時間制限はあるっぽいね。
Look at his little face.
ピアノと
What do you think he's thinking
弾い
about?
てる人が好きだって。
I don't know. Probably solving the problems in the universe.
この子何を考えてるんだろうねって。
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean,
この子
we're both pretty
天才
smart.
になるかな。
Yeah.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on
へ
this
え、
call.
今何歳なんだろう。
Okay,
これ今
I
ボート書こうとしたんだね。
Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
彼女作曲もしてんのか。それをなんか
Oh.
どっかに応募したのかな。
That's sure a little mess of color.
お、投げた。
Hey, we do not throw
あ、
things
叱ら
in
れた。
this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll
Scrapbook。
See?
Baby grand piano。
That used to be my piano.
あ、さっきのピアノね。でも色
My
が違う
dad
よ。
gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it.
これ、あ。ちょっと待って。マイク拾ってるかわかんないけど。隣にピアノがあるんで。
He made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
Next page. High school choir.
I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir.
あ、お父さん
Never said
が
anything though.
コーラスの
He was what you might call the strong silent.
先生っていうか指揮者やってたんだ。
Can you believe I grew up in the snow? And I came all the way out.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
瞬きし
I
た意
just don't
識
want
な
him
い
to
よ
get
ね。
attached. Richard,
え、
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
え、大丈夫この
What's
子。
wrong with that?
We can't keep him.
ああ、かわいい。
Now play the C major chord I taught you.
ママ。
Remember?
ママ風邪ひいてる。
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy?
ド
Like you
ミ
just
ソ
want to jump up and
ン。
down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good.
ん
Just
今
one note different.
違ったね。
That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
うん、that's true. Bless you.
Sort of like
Oh.
me and your little friend on your piano there.
いいね。いいなぁ。
She's in
Can't-
grad school studying composition.
We can't stay here forever.
Oh, I like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
Richard Bryn, I'm cheaper than hiring movers, trust me. 大学院であったんだね。Course guide, Richard Bryn. 何先生 Richard Bryn.
I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes.
なるほど。彼が教
Which
授で、
I very quickly lost.
彼女生徒だったんだ。Maritime History of the Pacific. 海の歴史みたいな。引っ越しや雇うより俺安いよ。
God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful.
Egypt Airlines. あ、瞬きする。あ、 ママどこ？あ、自分で弾くの？今1月。どうか。ちょっと待って。違う。
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that?
Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean,
横向いたら瞬きしたと思われた。
oh god, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
絵を描こう。うまい。
I already did.
Oh, thank god. For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
パパありがとう。
Both done.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table.
なんかインタビュー
They
あった
will
みたいだね。
literally be on your
面
desk when you
接。
get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
ちょっとデスクに机に置いてある書類が何か起きたよ。やばいよ、お母さん叱られる。
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a
ずれた。
working woman now.
I guess that's true.
あら、
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
おじいちゃんが来る。
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone.
深いこと言うね。
So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me.
時間に逆らうには、なんだろう、ジーニアス。work of genius。なんて言うんだろう、天才作品を、作ればいいみたいな。今誰から電話来た？ちょっと休憩。そしたらその作品がね、永遠となんて言うんだろう、生きていられるみたいなね。さーて、目が疲れるぞ。おじいちゃん来たか
You
な？
really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
うわ、なんかすごい複雑そうな。
Subdivide the time. 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e and a 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e. You're off.
あ、ごめん。
You're off, Ben. You can't hear
ベ
that?
ン。ずれてる。あれ？なんか2つ音あったけど。
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my.
カメラ。
Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just
Hi, mommy.
really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
仕事で忙しいみたいだね。家で仕事してんのか。パチ。これは？
Ernie!
あ、早い。
So you're saying it's a
早いよ。
coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
お、この子妊娠してんの？男
I was.
の子かと思ったけど。
And that was based on. I'm still not understanding
う
how
わ、 あったあったあった。
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green. Are you able to pick up a new book?
Yes. The Manila Gallery.
写真家になるのかなこの子。
I meant any book.
Oh.
あっという間に過ぎていっちゃうね。時間が。寝ている。ん？この子一人で何してんの？
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex.
まだ同じか。ティルルル。
But just take it one day at a time. Trust me.
結構下手になってない？さっきの方がよくできなか
You're
った。
really getting there,
お
honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said
お
competitions took the
お
joy
ー、いい
out
よ
of
いい
playing
よ。いい
music.
感じいい感じいい感じ。瞬きするな瞬きするな。頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ。あーきついきついきつい。ふう。これで終わり？あ、いけた。
Okay.
カチャ。
The quiz said find the zero, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
ちょっと早すぎるよ。ちょっとこういうとこで休憩しないといけないかな。ちょっと大きくなってきたね。おもちゃと遊ぶようになって。トロフィー。
Congratulations, B. First of many, I'd assume.
これでなんか選ぶのかな？変わるのかなストーリー。
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If
Eh,
you don't play with
giveaway?
it anymore, we're getting...
もう使わないんだったらあげるよって。
This isn't my house.
クロイ？
It's not my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down and I'll drive it back with you up there.
あー、新しく引っ越したんだ。お友達ができるよ。
Fall back, you fool. I'll have your
私の家じゃないって言ってた
leave
ね。
them to the cat.
Chloe, I'm playing inside.
盗撮だよこれ。
Maybe. Hey, you. Yeah, you.
おいお前って呼ばれてるよ。お姉ちゃん？
Yes, Mr. Camera Boy. I'm talking to you.
What's up? お、歩いた。本当に体ない存在だからもう観測者見てるだけ
Why
だ
are
ね
you。always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
ナイス。
Chloe!
Oh, shoot.
はいクロイ
I think
あーこれ
Hi,
無理
everyone. Betty's about to play for us.
お、なんか家族のために。お、早い。あー失敗した。
Wow, L, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
I
あ
don't know if I'd say that.
ー、あお母
But
ちゃ
you
ん
used to
は
write your own music,
会
right?
計士なんだね。
Yeah, but
しか
I
も
haven't done that in years. Not since he was
head
4 or 5 years old.
accountant。
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
あーもう目が限界です。
The class is world history.
お、学
My
校に。
name is Mr. Isaac. The class
Kawaii.
is broken up into
Hey, you.
units. In each unit,
Hey, it's Chloe.
look on your desk. I wrote you something.
同じ年齢じゃないでしょ。ちょっとお姉ちゃんっぽくない？ We are in the same class. What a coincidence. Please keep in mind that while we're at school, we don't know each other. Do not ever talk to me ever. Love, Chloe.
This is a quote. I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines.
何なんで
not
知らない
stare
ふりしてん
off
の？
into space.
At me creepy.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Okay. Now I will go
見る
on
な
to
っ
the
て言われ
next
て
slide.
知らないふりしろって。
Tell me, what did the quote say?
Those who
Right, I
cannot remember
definitely know
the
this.
past are condemned to repeat it.
You were?
So Those who do not remember the past repeat the past.
あ、
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted.
何
Half suspect he bought it for himself.
ゲーム機
The little guys are pretty cute, though.
11歳
We'll
お
admit that.
ゲーム機だ
Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
Consters. A new contestant has approached. At long last, your favorite consters are ready for battle for the playscape. これもうダメだ
I've definitely seen you next door, but
お
I didn't
ゲームやっ
realize
て
you
る
guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just
Wow.
thanked me for hanging out with you?
うん A
That's
wild
a
lobster
very
appeared.
interesting detail.
これ何
Okay,
何
shut
か
up, shut up, shut up.
何か
I
書こうと
really
してる
want
けど
this one.
何宿
Maybe
題しようとして
I'll
るの
use
あ、これか
lipstick.
お絵の
Whoa!
才能もあるじゃん
It's called a magnet school.
Burton
It's
Conservatory
about
Music
an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go.
あちもう
So, what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
学校の面接か
Sorry,
Ura, sugo.
very shy.
Oh, not to worry.
ちょっと
If
硬そう
he's
だ
as
な
gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year?
オーディション今度はバッハあこれ難しいやつじゃん
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you
こんな
properly.
のどうやって
So
弾く
no
んだろうって思う
pressure.
よ
I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it.
なんか結構4なんだろ
Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
うお手4本ぐらい必要じゃないあ
What was that? Was that the piece?
ーなんで
What is going on with you these days?
なんで
I barely know
音
whose
楽も
kid
嫌
you're
だって
supposed to be.
その学校に行きたくないんだよね
Oh my god!
え今あ危ないことしたよ今 Remember today is the first day of the rest of your life うんオーディションねクロイとも離れちゃうよね
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
No えあれクロイだよあれできなかった電話出れなかった遅かったのかな
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again?
We're best
Is she
friends
obsessed with you?
あなんて言った今
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of
い
entering
つ
into her
瞬
land.
きするかで絵も変わるんだ
And
ね
what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is
Hey.
Amamet.
Mr. Kid. That's
And yes, that's a she.
look at it.
The head of a crocodile,
Dear
fur
weird
of a
neighbor kid
lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus.
Tonight after my
I would
dad
not
goes to
say that
sleep
to
I'm
her
going to
face.
sneak out my house and go to
Now,
sleep on the beach If you want to get
as you can
invited draw me a
see,
picture of
she
Mr.
is
Isaac
ready
feeling
to
constipated
devour
Loves weird
any
neighbor
of the
kid
deceased who do not
一
pass
緒にビ
judgment.
ーチで
Sort of like me with your weekly quizzes.
Ew. Why is he so scared
ビ
looking?
ーチに行かないかって夜
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen.
Like
I
a
don't
moment to-
claim to understand the motives of children.
あと1日でオーディション
Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at
お
something.
母さんはベニーにあらもう終わっちゃったお母さんはベニーに 音楽で成功してほしい。お父さんはちょっと、ね、せっかく友達ができたばっかりなのにもう、すぐ転校するのはおかしくない。
Lights out! You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
まあ、言ってることは間違ってないね。
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you said.
Benny,
テストとか、
turn the lights off. Not
ね
just、Mom.
大事な日の前にはぐっすり寝た方がいいよ。携帯。
Benny, damn it.
Benny, turn those lights off.
Anybody? I want the light. Benny, we want.
待ってたよ。
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I mistook you for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus now, okay? Chloe.
お
You know,
かわいいじゃん。
I'm really glad you're here.
うん。
There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and...
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you?
今
It's
何を
okay,
言
you
おうと
still
してた
got
んだ
this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes
本
now
当
and get a
は
little sleep on
ゲ
the
ーム
way
はあんま
over.
面白くないんだよって言
I'm
って
going
た
to play the
ね。
recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. I'm going to be there soon.
ちょっと怒鳴りっぽくなってるね、お母ちゃん。
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
わざと間違えるかちょっと下手じゃない？ちょっと下手。大丈夫？4月は君のぞ。
Oh, okay. I think that's enough.
パニック。
So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice?
No
yes?
fucking way.
As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father.
I
I
think
don't
so.
know.
もう
You have
や
to
っぱ
find
り
something to focus on.
外から見る
The
と
world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
その時はやっぱちょっとやりすぎたなとか思っちゃうけどその
We want him home from school for
そ
a
の時
while,
はわからないよね。
just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need
や
to
ばい
look at before I
やば
can
い
let
ちょ
you
っ
two
と
go.
この人
Oh, yes,
重病だっ
of
て
I'll be
お母さん
right
に
back,
今
Benny.
言いに行くところだ
A
よ。
crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
病気だ病気。これもう5分で終われちゃうね。瞬きし続ければ。あ、今の何？夢？
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
どれだけ家に引きこもってるんだろう。また夢の世界へ。ウィー6月 10月これ 毎回同じじゃない ?7 月、6月、10月。おお、うまい。1月。このカレンダー毎回一緒だよ。火曜日が1日で。おお、うまいうまいうまい。なんか賞もらったよ。ちょっとはみ出てるけど、これはわざとなのかな？ Art School Application Question 3 In 2 short paragraphs Describe what makes you want to pursue a career in the arts 今度はアップルだ。今度はアートスクール美術学校に In 2 short paragraphs Describe why you want to
You are not here to learn to be
お、入ったんだね。お、
You are
ドクロ。
here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it's a sham. There is no teaching.
アートは教えれるもんじゃないって言ってるよ。おお。
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
ちょっと大きすぎたな。あー、ちょっと短いのに戻して。
It's very zany, very kitsch. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
お、今度はちょっとピカソっぽく。あ、なになに？
Feel each shape. You fiend.
面白いね。なんだこれ、全くわかんないね。
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here.
何？なんかすごいの作った？
You see,
これ
he has reached down deep within himself
マスターピースだって。
and created a masterpiece.
そうなの？評価してくれればありがたいけど。これは自分でも何を作ったか分かってないよ。
I'm stunned. The ironics and
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door.
自分のアパート
Making a living isn't
借り
selling
てんの
out.
か。
I wish I had thought of it that way.
なんかラーメンっぽいな。
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little thing. A birdie told me.
アオバ、プレゼンハウ誰？この人、エージェント。コントラクト。どうしよう。どうしよう。いや、俺はアーティストだ。
Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract.
投げろ。
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are.
Cheers.
Ah, this is divine.
あ、もうこれね、カメラなしでやると多分ね、マウスクリックで進めるからいいんだけど、でもそういうことじゃないもんね、このゲームは。綺麗だね。どうしたの？今どうしたまばたきしちゃった。有名になったの？有名になったっぽいね。てか自分が
Benny, I told you not to pick up.
重病じゃなかったんだね。
Nothing you can do for me right now.
お母さんが病
All
気
you。can do is just keep painting, keep striving. You make that work of true genius.
うん。
But that's enough from me. Now you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife is most. Go on, B. Say something.
ああ、ダメだこれ。
What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin.
ごめん。これちょっと。
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house.
お父さんちょっと鬱じゃん。
She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again.
家を売るってお母さんの思い出すものが多すぎるって。ベンも前に進めないんだね。教授の電話も出ないし。
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter.
Keep.
I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone. But, well, I'm just so happy that you did. She just wanted... Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the...
room. ちょっとずれてるよ。
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor.
Chloe.
My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
Sure.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with... And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door. But I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess.
お母さんのピアノも作曲も褒めてくれてる。
Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
飲みに行きますか。
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my...
戻った。
You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh, well, there you are.
彼もこいつは本物だ、やったぞみたいな。
If I realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just
本物を釣ったぞやっとみたいな。
I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out.
もうちょっとうまく絵描きたかったけどね。
See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift.
お、もうついた。
Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
これは真実を言う？また来ちゃった。
His childhood was a lonely one, growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
本当は右なんだよな。
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
それも
How would
正
you
しい。
describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion or more like a taskmaster?
She's definitely demanding.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that
あそこ、
greatness
そ
that
れは
she
言い過
never
ぎだ。
could.
言い過ぎ。
And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here.
Best friend、そして後で
Don't be bashful.
後で
and you
恋
can
人になったのかな？
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right?
Yep.
See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick. And he had to stay inside for an entire year.
これ結構ストーリー変わりそうだよね。
He rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scum dog!
どうしたの？可愛いんだけど。
All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying.
どうしたの？なんで叫んでんの？
I had assumed as much anyway.
何？失敗？
I should probably tell you. Those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds.
何？嘘ついた
They're
ら
what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper. Once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again.
嘘ついた魂
I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me.
鳥になっちゃうん
Living
だ
reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
どうなんの？ゲイキーパーって誰？ちょっとカクカクするね。
You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that?
What do you mean?
Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in.
I don't have a body. なんか怖いんだけど。全然天国に行く雰囲気じゃないんだけど。地獄？
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck.
腐ってるかもしれないよ。
Thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
何？脅してるの？
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
どういうこと？さっきのは嘘だった？ちょっと音楽の雰囲気もちょっと違うね。
Now play the C major chord I taught you.
ドミソ。
Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy?
何を
You know,
探
my
してん
father
の？
once told me when I was about your
あ、なんか溶けたよ。
This. Stay here.
これ何もなかったよ。
That phone call.
ああ。まばたき
Keep
しちゃっ
your
た。
eyes open.
I can't.
I need to see.
ダメ。まばたきしちゃうよ。
Let's try this again.
難しい。Okay, relax. Keep your eyes open. 無理。
Keep your eyes open.
もう目が疲れた。いけた？お母さ
I'm
ん、
getting it.
その夜何を聞いたんだって。
Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
おじいちゃんのこと？あ、おじいちゃん来るって言ってたよね。
I see. She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's
あれ、おじい
expectations.
ちゃんあったっけ？
And now, she never could.
やっぱ来なかったのか。
Let's keep going.
事故ったのかな。
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
せかすなよ。
What
あ、溶けてく。
did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
Focus on what?
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
嘘ついたら、その門をくぐれないから、ちゃんと汚いところも全部、ちゃんと言うんだぞってことだよね。あ、この夜のとこ、何回かあったよね。何
I swear to God, if you blink again...
God. あ、でも近づいてるから、やりやすくなるんだね。きつい。OK。 ええ
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough.
やばい。
So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
あ、お母さんの写真。
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird.
ああ、聞きたい。
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this. We need.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found.
ここでね。
We can focus him. Make sure he's.
I understand that it's difficult. That's why I need to see it.
It is difficult.
Staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking now.
This is for your own good, man. Keep them open.
Crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, but listen, I mean, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him. Make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer?
この子大丈夫かな、心配だよ。
I mean, what's the point?
What's the point? え、何
What do you mean?
ん
What's the point?
お母さんなんて言ったの？
What does that mean?
彼はもう何をやってもダメだよみたいな？
What does that mean?
諦めたの？
What does that mean?
What's the point? What's the point of any? What's the point of any of it?
ん？
Any of it?
何お母さん大丈夫？
If he's never gonna.
え？ He's never gonna.
Never gonna get it. If he's never gonna get any better. Any better.
やっぱ重病なんだよね。いくら頑張ってもよくなんなかったら意味ないよねって。
Okay. Okay. Let's not say that.
あ、
Okay?
これ目を閉じ
We know we don't mean it.
たま
I
ま。
know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. But it's okay.
今のは目を閉じたまま聞いてろってことだったんだね。あれ？
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs.
赤毛。彼は大人にならなかったのかな、ベニーは結局。画家になったのも夢。
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it.
ん？タイプライター？はい、まあ。え、喋れないの？
Well, hello, Benny.
喋れないの？
It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics.
そういう言葉でもないのかな？ So artsy. え、どうなの？
Exactly. It was very artsy.
Oh.
Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius.
本当に喋れないの？ What do I write about?
Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to.
失礼。The Great Life of Benjamin Brin. 自分の人生の話を書いたらって。His childhood was a lonely one. Growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. さっき言ってたよね。His mother was a composer. さっき言ったことだ。Who, with the need to support her family, became an accountant. Took a job as an accountant.
Man, this is wild.
Hey, Chloe.
You really got into this, didn't you?
これ Life is Strange の逆じゃん？これ
Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Best friend? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night, but I'm also glad we didn't.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes.
スキャ
So
ン
try to get comfortable.
30分そんな長くかかるんだ。
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me.
クロイが読んでるの
You know
聞
I'm
こえ
such
て
a
て
big fan of anything.
お母さんも読ませてくれないか
Go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry.
どうしたの
Go to bed.
読んだけど
I'll talk to you.
読んだけど
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was
悲
great.
しくなったんだね読んで
I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, I'm certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is,
Benjamin Brin was a loser そんなこと言わないでよ He was the worst Brin to ever live He didn't even try to fight the disease inside him そんなこと言うなよ He just laid down and died
Benny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get up!
これは死か目を閉じる
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
Press the red button 薬。
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this.
お父さんお母さんをかばってんだね、仕事に戻れてないから。
Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too.
Hey,
this isn't funny, you know. What? You're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you were...
病気は嘘だって言われてんの?
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
閉じます。その時を思い出そう。
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Ah, 切ないね。もっと聞いてたいけどあ、猫。Get well soon.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here.
カードが動いてる。
We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine.
何？いなくなったの？
Oh, her poor fur. Richard?
ベニーだって。お、花が。何これイースターエッグ？20 missed calls.
What do you mean she hasn't been over? Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know.
クロイに言ってないんだね。
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
agree, Benny.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at?
I'm writing your name.
Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm going to leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
Okay. What is it? 何今チュッてした？左耳になんか音がした。Dear weird neighbor kid, you are my best friend. Love, Chloe.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on.
また
I'm waiting.
このピアノの曲
Oh,
何が好
it
きな
made
の
me feel like...
またかい
Like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
あ、ちょっと深いこと言ったよ。この言葉にできない暗闇が表現できるんだったら言葉にできるかもねみたいなそんな感じだよ。悲しい曲だったからね。音がどんどん食べれない。どんどん大きくなってくる。ちょっと待って。何？マウスも動かないよ。息を引き取っちゃう。いや、もう終わり。
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe.
動かない、動けない。
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me.
What do you mean?
I should go get ready.
ガベ。
Don't worry.
気になるって言ってたよね、お母さん。
I think.
ちょっと絵がガクガクするのがちょっと 残念だけど今更止めるわけにはいかないね。Where's the gatekeeper? お、猫ちゃん猫ちゃんでかいよ。
There she is.
三つ目。
Wish me luck.
でも自分は語らないんだよ。彼が自分の代わりに語ってくれるんだ。
That means she's ready to hear your story.
No, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Brin.
ベンが書いた主人公はあんま好きじゃなかったって。だから私が書いた
in a small town by the
sea. His mother was a composer, or
at least that's what she dreamed she'd be.
So,
when her own dreams didn't pan out, she
began to dream for him.
But then, when he was just 11 years old,
he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year.
And in that year, he began to worry
that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the
life he thought he wanted to live,
which only made him forget the great life he had.
How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise.
How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all
in the world and made her feel okay again.
And how, even when he was sick,
he still gave his parents hope. How he
reminded them of exactly who they
after they had almost forgotten.
So when he was going to go, he was okay.
Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life.
And there was no reason to be afraid.
She accepts. Close your eyes now and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
今目閉じたままだけどこれでいいのかな。あ、終わった目開けたら終わってた。ああ
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0 for you. And when you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way I do. I'm gonna say I love you before you say I'm gone. And when that chance comes through, I'm gonna prove you wrong. In a market, in a desert, you'll remember I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not. You wanna make some money, give a kid to dad when he has somebody. You're gonna feel the same, and without him you'll be thinking he'll have pictures in his wallet. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, tied to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not.
これキックスターターゲームだったんだ。最後に目を閉じたままでいていいよって言ったのは最後だったからだね。でお母さんがね、あなたの書いたストーリーは好きだったけど主人公があんま好きじゃなかった。だから私が11年間見てきたベンジャミン・ブレンの話を書いたって聞かせていいって、それを読んでくれて最後にね、心配しなくていいよって。特にこのね1年間もうたくさんの人がね家族を亡くしてるわけだし、ぐさっとくるところあるよね。お母さんのピアノの曲ちょっとスクショと撮ってみたいかな。で彼が病気になってまた作曲し始めた。これからまだ書いてるのかな。面白かったね。ぜひ何クラッシュしたよ。クラッシュしたクラッシュしましたね。ま まあここで終わりたいと思いますけど、ぜひね、多分ルートもちょっと微妙に違うルート出てくんのかな、ちょっと気になるけど、皆さんちょっと自分で試してみてくださいね。よし、涙も落ち着いてきたことだし、久しぶりにちょっと短いゲームできたね。とても良かったと思います。Thank you for watching, experiencing this with me. 一緒に体験してくれてありがとうございます。ではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイバイ。